This is an online quiz. So, for all you guys that have completed from welcome to the end, tools and fixes the lot, there's one more thing that I'm going to see and ascertain whether or not you've taken anything on board or not. And you'll be further quizzed in the future and questioned whether you should have had the job in the first place before the trial begins. So, that will be a short quiz. And I will ask you quietly to get a piece of paper and write down this information, and then go back and write down, even if you know what it is. I want to hand it to me to note that it's been acknowledged. And that is, what is the legal requirements under OH&S in height you're allowed to go up? Is it 2.5 meters in height? Is it 3 meters, the height of a gutter? Or is it depending on a harness and what we all need? Or is it all the above? Or is it 2.5 meters or a harness? Which one is it? You tell me. I don't care if it's right or wrong. I just want to know whether or not you understand the basic guide. That's quiz 1. Quiz 2 is, do I need a supervisor or not? And when do so and not so? Okay, so give me an example or write down what you think or feel. I don't care. I don't care. Just put in your own words to me. So quiz 1 is, what's the height? 2.5, 3 meters high? Is it with a harness, without a harness, all above? What is it? The next one would be to be quizzed, how do you operate a lawnmower in high grass? What's the concept of a high grass? Do you use hand tools, whippersnipper, lawnmower? How do you do it if you use those tools? What's the way that you've been shown that we all must follow suit? Just in your own words. Okay, another very important one is, do we need to blow at the front of a home when we complete the jobs? Do I need to blow the front and back doors as well? Like, that's not really part of it, really. You know, we cut the grass and stuff. We don't have to clean their windows, cobwebs and all that. Do I need to clean the cobwebs? Like, I know I would, yeah. But do I need to blow the front and back doors? Or where do I start? Number 2 quiz in relation to this would be, where do I start first on site? Do I start at the back then work to the front? A. Do I start from the front, work to the back? B. Do I question mark whether or not it changes the situation in a different approach? C. Or is it A, C, A, B, C? You tell me. But there's one other thing below that, so what is that? And also D would be water pipes. Where do you start? Do you start at the main water pipe? Do you start at the back, front? Do you make your own discretion, like in terms of every job's different? As a supervisor, what is the main rule where you start on site? Last quiz would be, in terms of safety measures, you might be handling hard machinery or hand tools or whatever case may be, balancing on a fucking string like a clown. Would you use a ladder with a connection pole extension bar? I'm going to give you this answer now. It's a damn straight no. You don't look like a fucking idiot like in a circus on a string balancing a stick, yeah? When you're holding a big stick like that, extension bars, you're never to go up on a ladder. Alright, that's common sense. But sense, what comes first, cents or the dollars? This is in your quiz. What comes first, cents or the dollars? Go back to your video. What comes first, the cents or the dollar? Okay, or is it any of them, or is there another one? Now, the last thing I'd like to say in terms of where do you start and all that is, one last thing is, when you're going into a high depth area, you want to cut this tree back as an example, or you want to get right in there. Do you chop it at the bottom and close your eyes and hope for the best? When you need to assess your situation, making sure everything has been accounted for, electricity, gas, the house, your body, well-being, an animal inside or underneath. How do you approach a big job? How do you approach a big job? Do you just go in blindfold and you can, or do you have to assess and make changes? Sounds like that's the answer. I would like you to write in your own words, in terms of what I just stated, those 3, 4, 5 quizzes, in a one-page document, 1 or 2 sentences, not carry on. If you feel like you want to express yourself, then so be it, do so. I just want a general rule of thumb, the understanding of this whole concept that I've spent all this time and that you're aware. So everyone will be finally quizzed at the end to see where you stand in terms of trial, and we hope that you get this. Okay, so if you don't come to work with a piece of paper in your pocket or hanging it, flagging it at me, letting me know, and you get asked by the end of the day or tomorrow or next week, and you've been telling me you've been watching these videos, I'm going to think that this one's going to sneak through the technical side where it should have been there but I didn't see it, but it should have automatically played with the previous one and hidden in its background somehow. So you would not know it to be there, but you should have watched it in the other video. Okay, so I'm not trying to be corrupt, but when you come to try it will be like, you've got to watch this video, take it all on board, tools, fixtures, all the lot. I want the quiz answered, please. We'll see you on site on the day at the warehouse or where I send you. We welcome you so strongly. If you're having concerns with your quiz, just don't be shaken. Give me a call at the time you're actually writing it all down, and we can go through it quickly together, and you can write your information. And then I want the handed to me to go into your employment payroll system. So that will be imaged and put online for a record from when you start, and everything you do along the way will be noted and recorded. Not like Big Brother, but just to keep the business in the straight line every day as we check. Okay, so please respond to this requisition that I'll put forward, and we'll see you on site. Please don't let me down, guys.